Thank you so much. Now, can you please explain me your expertise, your experience, and your perspective on the logistics industry in the region?
Thank you, Vibha. So I have over 12 years of experience in the logistics industry in the region across Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India. So I worked extensively with 3PL companies, with retailers, all the way to reach GMG, where I am today. Over the course of all those years, we've seen multiple implementation, and we've led multiple implementations of supply chain technologies, logistics technologies. We've built warehouses, designed warehouses, all the way to complete network of supply chain across multiple regions, specifically here in GMG, where we exist in MENA and Asia regions together.
Okay. Would you walk me through the expansion of Trilogy Logistics as a group over the past few years?
So Trilogy is the logistics arm of GMG. So wherever the group exists, Trilogy exists. So today we exist across 12 countries in MENA and Asia. So we started in MENA. Basically, Trilogy started with GMG in MENA. It's born in Dubai. We take care of all the supply chain end-to-end, from upstream tracking, freight management, to warehousing and distribution, all the way to the last mile delivery, B2B and B2C, with omni-channel fulfillment. So we grew with the group for the sports divisions, for the food manufacturing, food retail, health and beauty. We cover the complete spectrum. As the evolution of GMG started from 4 decades ago until today, Trilogy grew with that evolution as well, and we started upscaling into entering multiple industries. So our warehouses and our full fleet ranges from frozen -18 degrees all the way to ambient. We can handle and fulfill and controlled medicine, health and beauty, frozen products of food, and chilled ambient, all the way to the sporting goods that we have.
Okay. What are some of the trends and insights that you are observing in the supply chain industry?
Honestly, COVID was a game changer for everyone, and the supply chain industry keeps evolving with the consumer demand. So we're trying to catch up with the consumer demand. Every single technology that exists in the market is trying to keep up with the ever-evolving consumer demand. So from AI to ML to IoTs, everything that we're seeing in the market are more of a trend, but those are big enablers for multiple solutions that exist today. So everyone is after green logistics, sustainability. How can I serve my customer in a better way, more accurately, give the complete visibility to my consumer to make sure that the consumer is not in the dark. And this is what we want to achieve. So when we look at the overall supply chain network, we want to achieve a seamless integration across our platforms. From the moment we're sourcing our products, manufacturing, distributing, and retailing, all the way to the end consumer, we want to make sure that that complete visibility is there, given to our consumers, so that everything is very transparent. It's key to set the expectations to the consumer, and this is what I believe everyone is trying to chase.
Okay. You mentioned something which is very important, AI. A lot of logistics companies are enabling and, trying to adapt digital transformation. How is Trilogy, taking efforts in that direction?
Very good question. So, digital transformation is a continuous journey, and I'm going back to COVID because COVID accelerated it for all the organizations that we've seen, particularly in the Middle East. But it's a continuous journey. So, in Trilogy, we have predictive analysis. We have which has AI and ML embedded. So, we want to make sure that we have the right forecast, we forecast the right supply, the right demand, to make sure that our inventory is optimized, our footprints are optimized, and the consumer demand is met. Just in time is what everyone, every organization in supply chain usually aims for, and AI is definitely driving that in a much better way. While today still it requires human intervention, and for the ML to kick in, where machine learning will become better and better throughout the years, and to target more accurate results, it has definitely pushed us a lot. So from predictive analysis that we've implemented, for the forecasting, for the WMS that we have, the transportation management system that we are doing, the route optimization. So everything is now interconnected with AI. That integrated control tower for logistics is set today in Trilogy. And we're working tirelessly, basically, to continuously improve it.
Okay. you know, you are talking about digital transformation, which is one of the prime highlights in the industry, but there's also something called sustainability. Since it's the year of sustainability in the UAE, how are you trying to adapt sustainable initiatives in your operations?
It's very good as well because sustainability is embedded in Trilogy's DNA. So where we're sitting today in our mega DC in Jabza, the facility that we have has solar panels, solar power, and it generates 3,500 kilowatts, basically catering to 80% of our power consumption. So this is one of the initiatives that we have. We have embedded GPS with IoT as well for our fleet to make sure that route optimization is there to decrease our CO2 emission. We recently planted 1,000 gaff trees as well in this facility itself as part of our sustainability. So there's a lot of other tactical initiatives that we're taking that will generate, that fits into the sustainability goals that we have. So we reutilize the cartons multiple times. We make sure the volumetric data is on the system to pack the right sizes, to ensure that the truck is fully utilized. We do our milk runs accordingly. So this is just part of it, but yes, definitely sustainability is in our DNA for sure.
Okay, so sustainability, digital transformation, they are some trends that we're looking in the future. But currently, are there any challenges that you're facing for expansion, for your operations?
I mean, there's a lot for sure. If we look at the technology today that exists in the market, lots of those technologies are still expensive for the Middle East region. So we've invested in our facility here in UAE in Mega DC as well as in Riyadh in Saudi in automation and sorting systems. That kind of automation and robotics was making sense for us due to our nature of business, but we couldn't take it a step further for full goods to person automation because it's still relatively expensive in the region. So along the way, I believe technology will become cheaper and more affordable, which will drive that automation to another level. This is what we're discussing today, and in the future, definitely, I'd like to see like more lenient rules that will allow drones and autonomous vehicles on the road to basically optimize as well the last mile delivery experience.
Okay, so now since you've brought up the topic of future, where do you see Trilogy in the next 5 years?
Well, we're very keen on continuing the investment in our transformation, digital transformation, to become the leader in the market when it comes to supply chain solutions. And expansion geographically and growth organically is definitely there as the group expands into other territories and into other industries. So the future is very exciting. I cannot give you a concrete plan as we speak. We're still drafting that because the plan change, every year based on how our existing plans, 3 to 5 year plan is evolving. But we're definitely expanding our geographical presence. We're automating as much as we can. We're driving the digital transformation and trying to optimize our presence so that we are closer to all our consumers to make sure that we're fulfilling the demand in not only a fast but in a sustainable manner.
Okay, now since you have emphasized that Trilogy is focusing on digital transformation, but there's also one thing that since companies are focusing on digital transformation, but there's something which they're missing out, or they might not have a backup plan, which is the human element. So how do you think that is going to change in the future?
Definitely it's going to change a lot, and it will be driven by AI as well. That is in the future. For sure AI will play a very big role because even in the education system, we started seeing some software adopting AI. So I don't see this becoming a stranger as well in our industry. So it will be driven by AI. In the interim, since you're talking about the human element, particularly in digital transformation, we're definitely injecting lots of talent in the organization. We're definitely trying to do the change management for all our people to adopt the new solutions that we're doing. So while everyone is discussing digital transformation, what you rightly mentioned is the human element, and this is what we're focusing on as well through change management, through key user training, and the adoption rate that we're seeing for any solution that is being implemented in Trilogy. I believe this will be a game changer for us. It's not about which solutions we're implementing in the transformation, it's about how many users are adopting and accepting the change and embracing it and using it on a day-to-day basis. And this is, I believe, what differentiates us across others. I've checked with few as well, in my network about the adoption rate that they're seeing in their own organization. It always starts slow, but this is where change management is key to make sure that the adoption rate increases in the next 3 to 4 months so that the return on investment for any transformation that we're doing is making sense.